Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Night Strike, where I, the host, Night Strike, hangs out and we have a conversation. Uh, Specifically, we have a conversation with those in the chat that come up with topics, ideas, interesting things to talk about. Could be guns, could be news, could be, just prepping. It doesn't matter. Just something where we just hang back and we have a discussion. So, also, if any viewer wants to jump in and take part of the conversation, just be sure to send me an email. That's nightstrike1@gmail.com. That's NIGHTSTRYKE, the number 1 at gmail.com, and I'll send you the invite. So, with that said, let's see who has shown up. We got first. We've got Two Gun Kitty, the Catnip Outlaw. By the way, I've been watching some of your videos, some of your new videos on some of your prepping stuff that you've been getting. Two Gun Kitty, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. I might actually follow you. I don't normally reload because I'm more preferable about going and buying ammo, but I might follow your example. So, thank you. All right. Who else we got? We got G23. G23, I sent you an email. You need to check your mail. You have an invite. Scott P79 is out there. Gun Loving Grandpa is out there. Mad Sexy says, Night Strike, you hear about California? Yes, I heard about California. You should hear the things that judge said. Oh my God. He didn't just rip the Band-Aid off. He took the tape, too. I mean, it's just like ripped it off. But, yeah, we'll talk about that and some other things. So, Go Shadow says hello. Go Shadow's out there. Calaveras 32 Specials out there. Calaveras, if you can jump in, you are more than welcome to. But if you're busy, I understand. Southpaw RX, my fellow left-handy. That doesn't sound right, does it? No, it doesn't. Anyways, how you doing, Southpaw? We got who else we got? That's it. It's it. It's just the usual suspects. So, all right, Calaveras, you continue burning the oil and let us know when you get off. I had to get something to drink. So, yeah, what's going on, guys? It's been a good day. I got that carburetor for my generator that I ordered, and instead of taking that whole generator down to a smaller engine repair place and paying them like $100 and something just to clean the carburetor, I bought a new carburetor online for $20 and threw it on the generator. Hey, guess what? It freaking works. At that point, it doesn't make any sense to go and pay some guy $100 to fix a generator when all I can do is just replace the carburetor for $20. You know what I'm saying? So I did that and it worked. We got John Bound Productions out there. What's going on, John? So, but yeah. What was wrong with my carb? It was gummed up because I hadn't used it in about a year. That was wrong with the old one. I don't have the tools to clean the old one. I may just throw it away or just hold on to it in case I need to use it for something. Maybe shoot it or something. I don't know. But the old car just didn't work. So because the engine wouldn't turn over whatsoever. And it wouldn't turn over so much that the gas would get into the oil. So it was overfilling the engine. So I had to drain the engine. I had to drain the oil. I had to drain the gasoline. I had to go and put new oil and gas in there. And I decided to buy a new carb online, replace the carb. Everything works now. I just got done with it a few minutes ago. I'm happy. I'm happy that it's going to work now. I'm going to turn over that generator more often instead of leaving it sit because it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I know, Calaveras. I know. The problem is with gasoline these days, they add ethanol and whatnot, and that ethanol gums up and tears up your carburetor in your small engines. So it's just, if you leave it sitting for too long, even a year, it'll gum up your carburetor, and your carburetor will be unusable. So be prepared for that. I probably have another carburetor I got to replace in the not too distant future on my wood chipper. So I got to do that soon. Anyways, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, I know I've got Stabil. I just never used it, Calaveras, and that's the problem. So a G23, I can buy ethanol free gas. It's just I'd rather I'm a cheap bastard. Ethanol free gas costs more in town. So well, yeah, I mean, if you run it out of fuel, then good. But if you don't run it out of fuel, Matt Sexy, then you either have to leave it in there or put it in another container. But now I've got all the tools and whatnot to take care of that, so I'm just going to do that from now on. I'm just not cleaning that old carb. That old carb, I'm just going to probably get rid of. Yeah, well, I'm going to do that next time. But now both generators are up and running and working properly, so I'm happy. It's just a pain that I had to go and, replace all that. But, hey, it happens. So, anyone wants to jump in, just let me know, and I'll send you a link. I'll shoot you a link. Giggity. So. Oh, quiet pancake boy. Quiet pancake boy. Let's see. I have a shotgun, thank you. Actually, Ghost Shadow, I'm probably gonna just take it if I can get the tools for it. I'm probably gonna take it apart and clean it myself, but I might have to get a can of carb cleaner for that. So no, I have a shotgun, thank you, and I can shoot things with the shotgun. Thank you. I don't need anyone to shoot it for me. If you watched the video I posted the other day, you will know that I can actually hit things with accuracy. Yeah, who let Midnight Range out of the kitchen? Isn't he supposed to be in the kitchen? Yeah, G23. I'm going to get one of those big, 1 gallon buckets of carb cleaner and just, submerge the damn thing. So, yes, I'll take the float bowl off. I'll take the float bowl off, and I'll take the float out first because it's plastic and it'll die in carb cleaner. So, yeah. And Midnight Range says, nobody, I'm at work. What are you doing here if you're at work? Shame on you. Shame on you. You should know better. You should know better. At Night Strike, I ran generators for 16 years in Alaska. I know, man. I know you got to do that up there because the power up there is not reliable. You could always inject bleach. No, no, it's not a Californian generator. It doesn't work on that. This show makes me nauseous. I had to sit down. Figured I might as well. I might as well chat. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm sure it does. No, there's no electricity in this place for 16 years. Yeah. Yeah. Then you must have been out in the middle of nowhere in Alaska. Why would you do that to yourself? Uh-oh. Roll call saying Coco. Mama, my corona. So, anyways, there are emails out there. Someone wants to jump in. They're more than happy to. I'm welcome to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got an image here from Scott. Watch out. I have to say, I may need one, Scott. I'm gonna need one. You're gonna have to tell me who did this. But check this out. Baby Yoda holster. Check that out. And he's holding the mug. That's adorable. I need one. I need one of those holsters. Scott, where'd you get this holster? I want the one with him holding the AR too, but I'll take this one too. You know, I'm not gonna be picky. No, this is my email. He sent me a picture, so there we go. There we go. All right. Stop sharing. Discord. Let's see. Discord. Da, 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 da. I don't have my Discord set up properly. I really don't like Discord in the first place, but whatever. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I don't have many people on my Discord. How do I get the Discord? Is it server settings? Invites. I don't know how to invite people. So I don't mess with Discord that much. Yeah. Mad sexy baby yo. Poof. Need Princess Leia. Yeah, no, she didn't age well, and now that she's dead, no, I don't think you want that now. Just saying. Just saying. How do you get the freaking invites? I don't even know how to invite people to the server, so. Anyways, so moving on. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's go through the email. Okay, thanks, Scott. All right. Ghost Shadow says, sent a photo of Alaska house and moose checking me out. Okay, well, this is the photo of his Alaska house. This is the photo of his moose. So, there you go. Ghost Shadow's Alaska house. That's pretty neat. You built that yourself? It's pretty nice. So, yeah, I know, Scott, but I don't like Discord. I don't mess with Discord that much. So, there you go. All right. Don't need a gun to take a moose. I don't know. They're pretty big. I know they're dumb as bricks, but they're pretty big. So, anyways. There we go. That should do it. There's my Discord if you want to join it. It's not much, so maybe somebody can help me out with it. If not, I'll just screw around with it. I don't use Discord that much. I'm on it all the time, but I don't like using it. So there you go. I keep it simple. G23, I got a new holster and I really like it. Good. New holsters are always good. So what else? Anything else going on? So Post Malone is doing a live stream to fundraise. All good. Only downside is the proceeds going to the World Health Organization. Yeah. Gizzard Gary says, I got a new gun last weekend. Gizzard Gary also has an invite in his email address if he decides he wants to, jump in. Just saying. Nothing's going on with me, Fat 60. Nothing. Uh-oh. Gizzard Gary just landed. That's what it said when he joined Discord. He just landed. Watch out. That chicken flies. That chicken flies. Ghost Shadow says not much besides local Air Force Base really screwed up. Well, they always do that. G23, I haven't been to the store in a few weeks. I will be getting a new gun soon. Well, good for you. Congratulations. Yeah, the comment says the same who that did a weak response in China and went along with China's lies. I believe the Japanese prime minister called it the Chinese Health Organization, not the World Health Organization. So I'm just saying. I mean, if he said it, he must be really pissed off. So
is on.
There's one spry chicken.
What's up?
And George.
And George, yes.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right, I guess.
Are you essential or are you at stay-at-home orders?
Both technically. We've been asked to stay home, but if they called us into work, we are essential.
Well, yeah, because the just because there's a pandemic, the nuclear reactors do not get shut down. Otherwise, people have no power.
That's right. I mean, we're providing a heck of a lot of electricity. People still want to use it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have some people to run the reactors. I mean, we still, while we're trying not to, we still do have coal generators out and whatnot here in the United States as well. We don't use them as much because we've switched a lot of things over to nuclear and some alternative fuel, but a majority of it is nuclear.
Right. And all these people staying at home, they're consuming more power than they normally would. So
exactly.
Got to keep them lights on.
So did you hear my generator's working now?
Yeah.
Yeah. As I thought, it was just a bad carburetor, so I bought like one off of Amazon for $20. You got to the house, I swapped it out with the one that was on there. You know, I took that one off, put the new one on, and it started right up. So,
cool.
So it saved me about $100 or so taking it down to a small engine repair to have them go and just clean the carburetor and put it back on.
But today's my day off. I ran down to the gun shop, but I couldn't find anything I wanted to buy this week, and I just bought one last weekend. So,
Scott, the Chinese and the Japanese do not like each other. Yes, we know that. And it's the Japanese' fault. But again, you know, in that instance of the World Health Organization, he called it the Chinese Health Organization because it was ridiculous. And he wasn't wrong there.
No. Yes, Mad Sexy, I work at a power plant. That's pretty much common knowledge to most everybody. But yes, I work at a nuclear power plant. So
yeah, he does IT.
Yep.
I mean, that's one hell of a safe job right there. I'll tell you, because you don't have to worry about security. You're surrounded by it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I haven't been to work in over a month. So.
I know that's the only bad part. You know.
Theoretically, I have a desk in a cubicle somewhere, but right now it's right here. This very same computer is my work computer too. So.
You know, right now all you've got is George.
Yep.
So I hear there may be a foul territory tonight.
There's a pretty darn good chance of it, yeah.
Yeah, good.
About 3 hours, a little less than 3 hours from now, yeah.
That's good. No, he can't. That would be illegal. You don't want that.
Oh. So did you hear I joined the SIG family?
I did not hear you join the SIG family. Did you get a 365?
I did.
Yeah. I figured you would get a 365 because those are insane. Well, yeah, I will admit they did have a rough start, but a lot of people are liking the newer ones. So I think they fixed whatever problems they had earlier.
Oh yeah. It's a darn nice gun. I bought it the next day. I put a couple hundred rounds through it at the range and made sure it would cycle everything. Bought a holster for it, and I'm carrying it. Not that I'd go anywhere, but I'm carrying it.
Right, and that's if I remember correctly, the 365 is 380, right?
No, it's 9 millimeter.
It's 9 millimeter. Okay.
10 rounds of
Which
9 millimeter.
which is the one in that's 380? I know one of the. I know they make a polymer 380.
Polymer 380. That I'm not real sure of. I wanted to move up to 9, and I wanted to do it with as small a package as possible. And I did some research, and really lengthwise and height-wise, the 365 is very similar to the Glock 42 that I was already carrying. So, other than being a little bit wider and heavier, but it's roughly the same size gun. And now I've got instead of 6 rounds of 380, I'm now carrying 10 rounds of 9 millimeter. So,
yeah,
and
I might be thinking about the P238.
Right.
That's I believe that's the 380.
It's a 380. Yeah, it's a single action, kind of a 1911 style.
Right. I was getting those two mixed up. It's just the problem was my only gripe with SIG is that all of their models are like P this, P that, so it's quite easy to get the numbers mixed up.
Well, it is with Glocks too. I mean, the numbers make no sense, and that's pretty much the way SIG is too.
Yeah.
You just got to look in their catalog and figure out which one you want and go for it. But no, for $4.99, and that comes with night sights and 2 magazines. I mean, had everything I need. It checked off all the boxes, and it really shot well at the range. So I'm pretty happy with it.
All right, Jason's here. What's going on, Jason? How you doing, buddy?
Hey man, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, not bad. Just got home. Evening, Gizzard.
Good evening, sir.
Scott P79 says, my only problem with SIG is there's a lack of quality control. I'm not going to say that one word in there. Scott, watch it. We're trying to be a PG-13 here. All right. I'll let that one slip, but that's one.
That's why I don't buy a new gun as soon as it comes out on the market. I give it a few months for it to work out all the issues, because sometimes with a new design, you're going to have a few issues, and they have to go in and fix it. So
yeah, it's like they from what I've seen from companies that make guns outside of the United States, like Glock, SIG, and even HKs is part of that too. Even though HKs, people say, "Oh no, HKs are perfect." HKs aren't perfect. A lot of the manufacturers that are not American companies originally, they always seem to have some sort of issue with when they roll out a new firearm. It's like they just got it out of prototyping and they're just starting to mass produce them, but they haven't figured out. They haven't done any quality checking. They haven't polished it enough to make sure the design runs flawlessly before they send it to people. It's like they skip a step. You notice that?
yeah, that's a problem. You want to run it through beta testing and make sure that everything's smooth. On the other hand, you know there's a demand out there and you want to strike the iron while it's hot. So it's kind of tough for the marketing people. It's like, no, now's the time to sell it. We need to get it out there. People are demanding this.
Yeah, people are demanding it, and then they get pissed off when it doesn't work. I mean, just look at the Glock 22.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know some of them are running just fine now because they've gotten a few of the bugs out. But you heard initially that some people were saying, my Glock 22 is awful. It's not even shooting properly. And then some people were saying, oh no, mine's fine. It's just like, what do you expect from a company that is not from the United States? I don't care how long they've been making guns. The problem is they skip the step where they test the gun thoroughly before they send it out.
Okay, let's be fair about this. Wasn't it just Smith & Wesson that was famous for having barrels that weren't exactly lined up correctly on their revolvers and had to fix a bunch of those. I mean,
Okay, but at least Smith and Wesson acknowledged that and they actually fixed it.
and SIG fixed all their issues too. They did recalls.
They did. They did, but trying to get HK or Glock to fix their issues, yeah, good luck.
And then there's Taurus, who you send their gun to them, you might get it back 2 or 3 months from now. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Taurus does put out some pretty decent, cheap guns, but if you ever have to have any customer service, God help you. That's all I gotta say.
What? No. I just make sure you speak Portuguese.
That's true. But
they're from Brazil.
That's why until they get that rectified, they're never going to be an upper echelon firearm company, because I think customer service is part of the deal.
And I like Taurus, but when a new PT92 costs as much as a used 92FS, just get the used 92FS. Because then you get an actual Beretta instead of a Taurus PT92.
I mean, you may as well. But
I mean, you understand what I'm saying though at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beretta's better, but that Taurus is not a bad gun at all.
I'm
PT
not saying,
series.
I'm not saying it's a bad gun at all. I'm just saying that lately I've seen it to be a little overpriced.
Yeah, they're a little different, like especially on the frame finish, and they have the thumb safeties, and the magazine release is different. And there's some things about them, but I wouldn't say that they're a bad one. But other Tauruses, I don't know.
I think
they've had problems, but
from a resale value now, if you want to sell that down the road, you're going to get a better deal out of your Beretta than you will with Taurus, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the one thing I like about the stainless Tauruses is that frame is stainless, and you can polish those up really pretty.
Yeah, that is a good point. Plus the PT92s have the original 92 frame mounted safety, or decock or whatever. It's instead of the slide one.
I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to bash Taurus. God knows I have enough of them in my safe, so that's what I started out getting, and I've moved up since. But I mean, if that's what you want, get it. But I'm still hearing customer service nightmares out of people, and if you have a broken gun waiting 3 months to get it fixed, other people don't do that. Ruger can fix your gun and have it back to you in a couple of weeks. Everybody can. Your real legit manufacturers can. Oh, Rich White's out there defending Glock now. Uh-oh.
I happen to have a little Taurus in my hand right now. A PT 736-38. It's a TCP 380.
I got one of those.
I wouldn't recommend them. It's pretty small. I mean, it's really small.
I need to make a correction. Not the Glock 22 I was talking about. I was talking about the 44, the new 22 long rifle one.
Yeah, the first gun I ever bought was a TCP. I still have it, but I can't hit the broadside of a barn with it.
I love my Beretta 92S, but that's only because I put an M9 commercial slide on it, and it shoots much better with the sights on the M9 slide. The snowball sights are better than the sights on the 92S slide. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, those 92S's are just barely a little hump on the slide. They're just a little nub.
They are the epitome of low profile sights. So
yeah,
I mean, Gary, you ever use a 92S?
Have I ever done one? A 92S? No, I have not.
Yeah. The sights on a 92S are like half as tall as normal 92 or 92FS sights.
about like the sights on an LC9S, which are pretty non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Star BM.
And unfortunately, they don't have the snowball dots or anything, so it's kind of a pain to shoot if you have the standard 92S slide on there.
So. Okay, so yep, you're getting made fun of the 22 versus 44 thing. I thought you meant 22 at first too. So
I meant the 22 LR Glock. I did not mean the Glock 22 specifically. So
and Glock,
Rich, get off your high horse.
Glock is still not acknowledging any problems with a 44, as far as I know.
I was talking about the 22 long rifle one because there were problems at the beginning. Half of the people were saying it's not working as promised. The other half were saying, "Hey, it's just fine," and that happens a lot with new guns, especially new product lines,
especially overhyped products. I think they made the mistake of saying, "Well, this will run any 22 ammo." It's hard to design that gun, especially a semi-automatic that'll cycle every 22 ammo. Some of that stuff is pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
Especially the bulk stuff. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, Clover's done some videos on this, but basically the rule of thumb is if it comes in a bulk container, the quality control on it isn't anywhere near as good as if it's in a small box of 50. No matter what it is.
Right. Right.
So. Yeah, it's like that Remington Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Is that who makes that Remington?
Yeah.
Just the way that bullet is shaped and cast or whatever, and the lip on it. I've had problems with Thunderbolt in about everything, really.
Yeah, Enrique is saying he uses Copper Jacket 22. I always use Full Metal Jacket if I can find it. I normally can get it from PSA or Walmart. I like Full Metal Jacket 22 as opposed to just Lead Nose.
Artisan Tony says his 1022 has no problems. Rifles seem to be a lot more forgiving of those issues.
Yes,
guns are.
But except in the instance if you built your 1022 from like a Brownells receiver. If you saw my last video where my friend my friend was using his Brownells 1022, and it wouldn't cycle the bucket of sorted ammo that AWAC brought, and my $99 Walmart rifle did.
Did it have a heavy bolt in it? Match bolt?
I don't know what kind of bolt he's got in it, but it may just be that the magazines he was using the straight 1020 new 1022 max. It might be that that the springs were too in the magazine were too tight.
Yeah, stiff, not broken yet.
Yeah, it might be that the magazines weren't broken in yet, but again, he was having an awful lot of problems in the video, so I don't know. It could just be that AWAG brought a bunch of bad ammo with him. I wouldn't put it past New Jersey on that point. So it's my buddy Josh. His 1022 did not fare well, but he built that one from scratch. So that maybe Ruger has a better build quality. So, Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, Glock 44 has issues firing out a battery. My Browning Buckmark will cycle with everything, but Remington, Federal Subsonic, and CCI Rat Shot. It works with the Gila 60 grain subsonic. Well, then you know what to use. I mean, that rifle I got from Walmart, that'll run just literally it runs almost everything. There were a couple hangups, I'll give you that, but you also have to remember you are going to have not all again like Clover said, if you get 50 rounds of 22, that's going to be more reliable than a bucket of 22. and sometimes I buy a bucket of 22 just because I want cheap ammo. So there you go. If there's any problems, it's probably the bucket, right, Gary?
Probably. Or the brand. I mean, if you go out buy CCI mini mags, you're pretty much guaranteed that those are going to be pretty good. That's always been my go-to if I can't get anything else to run.
I usually get just that bucket of Remington. Sometimes, and I know the bucket of Remington that's lead, and yes, I do buy that too. I prefer the Full Metal jackets, but sometimes you can't get it, so we use what you got to use, which is the Remington stuff. So
now CCI mini mags are going to cost you twice as much as the other stuff.
Exactly, and that's the thing. When I just want to be able to shoot all day, I get a bucket of the standard 22 Remington, and just go and shoot all day.
I won't lie to you. I've got a couple boxes of Thunderbolts. I've got some Federal Auto Match in the bulk box, and I've got several bricks of Aguila, the Super Duty.
I've got like 2 or 3 boxes of Federal Hollow Point Full Metal Jacket 22.
And I've got lead nose, and I've got FMJ, the copper plated ones.
I got a fair amount of the mini mags, the SHP, that hollow point that's supposed to shred apart. That's the only thing my dealer had for a little while, so I bought a whole bunch of that. Haven't really shot it at much yet. Shot it at pop bottles and air bottles. I got a little air pump so you can blow up a pop bottle real tight, and then when you shoot it, it'll go flying real far.
Okay. To be specific on the Federal I've got, it's the Federal Champion copper-plated hollow points. 22. They usually comes in boxes of like 525 rounds. I got a couple boxes of that stuff because it was on sale the other day at the local Ace Hardware for like $17 a box. So yeah, I got 3.
I had to rearrange my ammo cans today because I got one big one and 2 little ammo cans, and my 22 stock was big enough. I had to put it all in the big one. It's heavy now.
Yeah.
And it's crammed in there.
I went to my dealer tonight.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, man. Tell me what Rich was saying.
Rich is saying, in my Henry 22, I had one issue with a round of Winchester white box. Well, your first problem is it's Winchester white box. The primer had settled. He put it back in the chamber, and it fired just fine on the second try. That's dangerous. At Night Strike, 1995 Walmart store was moving. They sold 550 rounds of boxes of Federal for $5 per box. I bought $200 in ammo.
Yeah.
95? Wow. Yeah. I would too.
Nice.
Yeah. 10,000 rounds. 11,000 technically. Shoot.
Gunpowder Beauty says just get a Heritage at Night Strike. It will fire any type of 22 ammo you put in. I actually am looking for one of those Heritage Arms revolvers.
Rough Rider?
Because, I want a Rough Rider, but I'm waiting until the prices go down because they've been a little high lately on them. But I'm definitely in the market.
You can pick those up usually around Black Friday for pretty close to $100.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that. What else? Who else we got out there? Cowboy Hillbilly is out there. What's going on, buddy? That's that. Cowboy Hillbilly is the one who's been sending me updates on storms that are going through the southeast. Yesterday, all I got was rain. Always got rain, but they did have tornadoes yesterday in the southeastern part of Georgia. So I was a little concerned because it was going through that southeastern area of Georgia straight up towards Savannah, and I'm only like 70 miles from Savannah. So I was concerned, but all we got was a little wind and a little rain, no power loss. I'm happy. But again, thanks for the update, dude. Jason, what did you say? What were you saying earlier about your 22?
Oh, it wasn't about 22. I was gonna say I went to my dealer tonight, and ammo's been he's been having it, and then he's been selling out and having it and selling out, and he's been out a 9mm for more than a week. And when I walked in, I saw a whole bunch of boxes where the 9mm stuff usually is, and I got all excited, and I walked up there, and it was all 380.
Yeah, my dealer's all out of 9mm too. You can pick up anything else you want. Well, didn't see a lot of 380 either, but there's 40 and 45. A lot of that. 38 special. But
we got another picture from Scott. Let's check this out. Let's see. Here, let me get the settings right. There you go. All right. Application window here. Scott said he saw this as he was driving. Somebody's front porch has a bear problem. You see that? They got a bear problem. I'd hate to see that on my driveway.
Are you sharing a screen? Because I don't see it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I can see it over on YouTube side.
Oh, I couldn't see it here anymore.
Yeah, all you're missing is Goldilocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I wouldn't want to come home to that, right? You come home on your driveway and you got 3 bears in the driveway. Yeah. That's
don't leave any groceries in your car. They tear your car apart to get it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, now I can see it on the
I'm not
YouTube.
so sure they didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there. Yeah, Two Gun Kitties, Catnip Outlaw says, are the bears trespassing or loitering? I think they're doing a bit of both, but unfortunately the law does not apply to bears.
Well, that's not fair. Because the Constitution says the right to keep and arm bears, doesn't it?
I thought so too, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure.
I wouldn't want them things running around armed. They're scary enough.
Right? But
who sent that picture in?
It was Scott, P79.
You know where he lives at? Where's that from?
I can't remember.
I don't know. He didn't say where he lives. Scott, give us your general area.
America.
Now, be a little specific. We know you're in America.
North America.
We know you're in the United States.
Oh, does it say New Hampshire?
I thought Scott was in like the Pennsylvania area. No, he's not in California, G23. That's try. So. All right. So. Black Bear Country. Yes, definitely Black Bear Country. I forget where Scott's from.
Bears. We don't have bears here. You got bears there?
There was one running around at one point. I haven't seen him.
We have some a couple hours from me. Black bears like that, but not a large population. You maybe rarely every few years see a bear.
Yeah, I don't think there's any, other than zoos and stuff, but
all right.
In the state of Kansas, we don't have any native bear.
Scott is saying he's in New Hampshire. So That's where they
Oh,
are.
I didn't know that was bear country.
Well, the problem with bears is they're getting a little more ballsy. They're going into areas that you didn't think they would be, because apparently some people keep feeding them when you're not supposed to feed wild animals. Just saying.
Everybody's supposed to be sheltering in place too, and bears don't need to be walking around
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah, they don't need to be walking around getting on someone's driveway. We need responsible, common sense bear control. Yes, that was a joke.
It was barely funny.
You got me. You got me there.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I guess.
Oh, man. He killed it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. I'll just have to... That's all right. I'll just have to bear with it.
Oh, well played.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop. I promise. It's just, it felt the perfect time. Yeah. So guys, for those out there listening, for those out there chatting, and you guys here in the panel, did you guys see Sergeant's new video?
Yes, the bolt carrier group one.
Yeah, the bolt carrier group one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you want a bolt carrier group that is not reliable, that helps you practice your malfunction drills, go and get a KM Tactical nickel boron bolt carrier group. But I'm going to say this: if you want a bolt carrier group that's going to run each and every time, go to Palmetto State Armory and buy one. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a PSA bolt carrier group isn't going to give you that many problems.
I've got one of theirs over here in a box. I've never put it in anything yet, but it's ready.
Like KM Tactical or
no,
PSA?
PSA.
PSA is just work.
It's going to go in my next build. Yeah, I got it for $50.
Midnight Rain says, I ordered one of those for BC bolt carrier groups from Sarge's video. Seems legit. Yeah, legitimately bad.
It's barely used.
Oh, man. You had to bring that back. You had to bring it back.
It's just too easy.
Palmetto also does nickel boron bolt carrier groups, and from what I don't have one. I've got a friend that has one, and it runs flawlessly. So I don't know. Maybe KM Tactical just doesn't know what they're doing, and maybe they're putting those bolts together themselves, or maybe they're just contracting somebody and they're not quality checking them. Because that's the only way you can, get that kind of malfunction each and every time, like Sarge was doing.
But there's so many parts out there for an AR, and everybody sources them from just a few places, and unless you're a big name, the only draw you can have to customers is a cheap price. So,
yeah, the best budget bolt carrier groups are Toolcraft. And by the way, a lot of PSA's classic line are Toolcraft bolt carrier groups with the PSA logo on them. They buy them from the same distributor.
well, do you know what's the best bolt you could buy? Is there a brand that's the best? Is it got to be a Colt or?
No, Colt doesn't make them anymore.
Guns and Gear Guns and Gear did a video on him recently, and he had some idea, but it's pretty expensive, whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, I would say probably the best would be dependent on what the use of the AR is for. I mean, if you need that AR to defend yourself, defend your life, and if you have to in a pinch go to war with, you might want like a Bravo Company bolt carrier group. Okay. Now, a PSA will work just fine too. But the issue is that you want a bolt carrier group that's going to perform and be reliable every single trigger pull. So you want something that is specifically made to just run. I hear Spike's Tactical is pretty good too, but they're a little pricey as well as the Bravo Company's a little pricey too. I've also heard good things about Brownell's bolt carrier groups. So, but again, Brownell's also has a premium too. So, I mean, but as I said, your budget bolt carrier groups that are just going to work are going to be Toolcraft, Anderson, and I would also say Palmetto State Armory. But PSA, I'm always saying PSA because not just because Ellis works for them and not because I shop there, but because every single bolt carrier group I have bought from PSA, I've never had a malfunction with the bolt carrier group. It's never been the bolt carrier group's problem.
I've got a lot of respect for PSA. I mean, I've done a little bit of business with them, and they seem to be on the up and up. So, great mail order company. Now, if they'd ever get that dagger out, then we'd really be talking about something.
Yeah. So,
is that dagger on hold or something?
Oregon Server is also saying you might want to check out Landtac. They're pretty stout too. So check out Landtac. Two Gun Kitty says Sarge should sell that BC the bolt carrier group. It's barely used. Not another bear joke. Almost as bad as the chicken jokes from a few weeks ago. Yeah, well, Coda Boy 32 did a video on bolt carrier groups where he breaks down budget, mid-year, and high-end ones. Yeah, I just named a few off the top of my head that I know do work properly and that I've either used because a friend of mine had it in his rifle or a friend of mine has gotten one and run it through its paces. So yeah, I know hearsay, but again, better than not knowing anything at all.
I just want to go shoot my AR again. Got me talking about bolt carrier groups. I want to go shoot my AR again.
So, have you built the second AR yet?
Haven't built it yet. Like I said, I've got some parts, and I'm looking at lowers.
Some parts, yeah.
I'm looking at lowers right now, trying to decide. I think I'm gonna get one custom engraved. My gun shop's got a laser engraver now, so once he learns how to use it, I want to have him do my logo on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Midnight Range is asking, kids, how long did it take you to put your lure together?
Well, I had some help with that from Snob, so. But really, I think I could do it. I had to take it apart and fix some of the stuff down there. So one of the springs was backwards. So next one I'm doing that part now. As far as the upper there, I may need some help with the upper. Or I may buy an assembled upper.
I would just buy an assembled PSA or other
Saves a lot of
companies.
headache. That's what I did last time. Is I bought an assembled upper.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Kingpin, Knife Strike, what's up with the crackling audio? I don't know. Is the audio? I don't know.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear it fine. I have heard every now and then a little snap, like now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I'm not going and checking it, fixing it right now because then we'll lose connection and everything. So we're gonna have to wait. I'll take a look at it after the show. So
No, my first AR was just that'll always be my first one. My second one, I'm gonna customize up a little bit, maybe do some things a little different. I don't want the same gun twice. So.
your first AR was what?
My first AR was just put together for as little money as possible, just so I could have one. Next one, since I'm building it and stuff, I'm gonna maybe spend a little bit more on it and make it a little neater and customize it. Like I say, I don't want it to be exactly the same as my first one. I
I
have
like uh, I like the Magpul grips that have the K2 Plus ones that have a little rubber around them, so it's not like you're holding a plastic grip. Um, I got both of them, but the one I like the most, they got one that's more straight up and down, and I just like the feel of that better as compared to how angled a normal AR is. It just I don't know. It just seems a little nicer with that rubber grip. It's easier just to even pick the rifle up and everything. I just like the feel of those, and they're not very much.
get so many
50
options.
bucks, 40 bucks. Okay.
Yeah. If I don't buy it all at once, it'll be easier. Just pick up this and that, and
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with the Magpul furniture and stuff that I got. I like it a lot.
All right.
I did notice today the price of ARs jumped about $200 in my dealer. Even a Smith and Wesson M&P is like 800 some dollars.
oh my God, you're kidding me! Jeez.
Nah, it's like 845, something like that. And I noticed before he sold out a couple weeks ago, even like Ruger 5.56s, like I have, uh, they were. I think he had them for $699. It's like $100 more than I used to pay for them. And he's not a. They're not a price gouging place either. You know what I mean? He probably just had to pay more to get them.
Most likely. So.
I went to pick up my gun today, and got delayed till the 30th.
Uh-oh.
That's not.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It's okay.
Do you not have a carry permit?
No. No.
I've got a carry permit. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, they'll accept that here, but I haven't got one. Last summer, I went to take the course because the guy that works at my dealer offers it, but he like rents a range to do it at. And when the next month come, he only does it once a month. When it came, we had a big rainstorm for like a whole week and canceled the thing.
Oh man.
Man, that sucks. Two Gun K Kidnap I was saying my first lower I put together for about $120 with Magpul furniture. So, yeah. In that range saying I really like my AR rifle, but I've always wanted a snowflake. And I figure the only thing the anti-gunners hate more than an AR-15 is an AR-15 pistol. So screw them. I went pistol kit. Well, good. Just remember if you're going to build a pistol, the lower receiver you get has to not have a buffer tube on it already. You have to put a pistol buffer tube on it first. Otherwise, I'm going to do this in air quotes. It's illegal. It's got to be. It has to be a pistol only, or it has to be a rifle only. You can't go switch back and forth or anything. That's illegal. Stupid, but again, that's the government we deal with.
Strip blower, yeah.
Yep, but I had to order a few more parts because I needed to put I needed the takedown pins because I pretty much got every other part over on that PSA M16 replica Leroy, but I don't have the front takedown pin for that. I don't want to take it off of the other lower for that, so I had to order another one. But I just bought another parts kit, so I'll just take it off of that. So that'll deal with that. I just got the shipping for that parts kit too, because I got it from Right to Bear.
Yeah.
Right2bear.com, and it took them about a week for them to give me shipping info, but it's probably not going to take long to get here because it's coming from Florida, so southeast. Wait, what? What's going on?
What?
They're saying now I sound like I've been huffing CO2.
Yeah, your voice changed. You went about an octave deeper.
You're kidding me.
No.
No, that's about how I heard it too.
I thought it was just me, but if other people are hearing it, yeah.
It's my headset. Oh, not my headset, my
Mike's mic.
Hashtag Night Strike Imposter.
How about now?
It's a little better.
Well, that's all I got. So that's the deal.
6-pack Corona voice.
Very funny. Okay, so with that, we're gonna end it. Thank everyone for watching. Thanks Jason and Gizzard Gary for jumping in. Remember to check out Gizzard Gary's Foul Territory later this evening. At what time?
That'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central.
Okay, go check that out. Check out his videos. If you want to help out, check out GunTube.org. We got links to do everything over there, so check that out. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. I may do the Friday Night Strike next week. I may not. Remember, it's whenever I can actually get to doing it. I can't do it every week, so I'm not promising to do it every week. It's just whenever I can get around to it, I will do a Friday Night Strike. So there you go. So with that, guys, we're going to head out. We'll see you guys later. You guys take it easy. Where's that Discord link? Someone post the Discord link in there so people can jump back into that.
Oh, is it back there? Where is it?
It's back there a ways.
Trying to find if it hasn't scrolled off the top. Oh, there it is.
Hasn't. It's there.
Let's see. Copy link address. See if this will work. Nope, that's the wrong one. You do copy, not copy link address. God darn it. Let me get in. And copy. Now paste.
There we go.
Boom.
I'm waiting for it. It's being slow. There it is.
Join everybody. Hurry. There's already a few in there, but we
Check
can
it out.
get more room.
We got room. So with that, guys, we'll see you guys later. You guys take it easy. I have to say something inspirational. So, shall not be infringed. Wait, no. Give them the bird. That's scariest. Always keep one in the chamber.
See you at the range.
See you at the
Have
range.
a good evening, everyone.
I ain't got no tagline.
That's a calf rope.
That's a calf rope. Other than that, that's all I've got. So on that note, we'll see y'all later.
See ya.
Give him the bird.
Shut
Pay
up,
it
you
forward.